Hello chess lovers, I have an Immortal game for you played by Akiba Rubinstein on the black side against Georg Rotlewi. The game was played in 1907 in Lodz, which is a city in Poland. Let's see how the game went on. Rotlewi started with d4, d5 by Rubinstein, knight f3, e6, e3, c5, c4, knight c6, knight c3, and we see the symmetrical Tarrasch defense. D takes c5, bishop takes c5, a3, a6, b4, bishop d6, bishop b2, black castles, and queen d2. Well, it turns out that the queen on d2 is misplaced. A better move is queen c2. A few moves later you will understand the difference. Queen d2, queen e7, bishop d3, d takes c4, bishop takes c4, b5, bishop d3, and rook d8. And now white played queen e2, because, well, at any moment this rook can become somewhat dangerous. Queen e2, bishop b7, white castles, knight e5, knight takes e5, bishop takes e5, and now you can see these mighty bishops eyeing on white king. f4, bishop c7, e4, rook c8, and e5. On the surface this looks somehow normal, but it turns out that white is weakening his king side too much. Now comes bishop b6 check, and these bishops again are becoming very mighty. King h1, knight g4, and bishop e4. Well, if queen takes g4, then after rook takes d3, there are so many threats. For example, rook d2, also the knight on c3 is hanging. This is a very hard position for white. If rook a d1, then black can capture on c3. Let's go back. After knight g4, we see bishop e4, and now comes queen h4. Black simply wants to checkmate white king. And g3 by Rotlewi. By the way, if a move like h3, then rook takes c3 is very strong. If bishop takes c3, then bishop takes e4. Now white has two choices, either to capture on g4 or on e4. If queen takes e4, then queen g3 and white king is getting checkmated. If h takes g4, then queen h4 checkmate. Or after bishop takes e4, if queen takes g4, then after the exchange of queens, black can play rook d3. The threat is rook h3 checkmate. And if king h2, then simply rook takes c3, and this is winning for black. Let's go back. After queen h4, we see g3, both protecting the h2 square and also attacking the queen on h4. But in this position, Akiba Rubinstein went for a fantastic combination. You can pause the video and try to find his next move. Ready? Well, though the queen on h4 is hanging, but Rubinstein played rook takes c3, sacrificing the queen. G takes h4, and now comes another amazing move, rook d2, sacrificing the second rook. The idea is to deflect this queen, which is protecting the e4 square. Queen takes d2 and bishop takes e4 check. Queen g2, and here comes rook h3, and white resigned. Black is simply threatening rook takes h2 checkmate. If a move like rook f2, then bishop takes f2 followed by rook takes h2 checkmate. Your comments and questions, please. What do you think about this amazing game? Good luck.